Hello everybody, I'm back once again from my little weekend away to the Isle of Isla with Emily, 2 and Dimmy, and the Swag Monster. It was absolutely lovely. It was really nice, a really nice weekend we went on. So I'm back, and I missed some Smite, and I figured now's the time to catch up. No time like the present. Thankfully, the GOAT Vinny has put up the demo files like pretty much as soon as they were played, so we can go straight in with a game from this weekend. We're going to start off with game 1 of Dragons versus Titans, and I've decided we are going to be having a look at Polar Bear Mike. I know I've already done a support. I'll be doing a mid and a jungler next, probably. I watched this game back and I thought the Mike would be the best to watch. It's interesting as well for me, because it's a little bit of an unorthodox support, I guess, in the Baron Samedi. Not something you get to see all that often for a first-person POV. So, let's make sure everything looks okay. It looks good to me. Does it sound good? Hopefully. We can go first person. He's all in a wall. Stacking up his benevolence. I thank you, everybody who commented that when Neil was hanging out by his right Phoenix. I was like, what's he doing? He was stacking his benevolence. I feel like, yeah, you maybe should step up, but... don't want to get caught in a silly position stacking your benevolence, so makes sense. I feel like, is there normally... Oh, all the items are gone. I don't know what I did. I feel like I'm... Oh, that was the thing. Oh, I brought back the nameplate. So we're good. We got nameplates now. That's nice. Whenever I type in there... I've said it before, but whenever I type in the names... It's a pain in the arse. All right, we're going to fast forward now. We're not going to make this an extremely long demo, hopefully. I think they shared that. I want to see what happened there. I'm pretty sure that PCAT must have tagged that, gone to red. Now, Mike waits for his ADC before he hogs this purple, and he doesn't have hog, so that makes a lot of sense why he didn't hog earlier. Going for the brew and a shell. Let's see how this laning phase gets played. I'm expecting pretty passive stuff here out of Mike and Panda. They're just losing this lane, it's Umojo Ram. You don't beat that in terms of push or fight, so you just want to chill. Give up your, the 7 XP or whatever it is you get for killing that Harpy between the two of them. It is not a lot of farm. They get the double Harpies. I think Duo lane's actually in a pretty good spot right now, where you can choose to give up farm and it's no big deal. Choose to seed pressure, and it's no big deal. I'm going to fast forward this a bit. I'm expecting this to be a little bit slow. I've had a wee haircut recently. Nothing happening in this lane. Let's see. Are there any jungler rotations coming in? Double kill for layers. Deep fight over here. I mean, looking at the comp, the dragons are very much lacking pressure with this comp. They just want to kind of farm this one out for as long as possible. Toth, not great pressure in mid compared to ESAT. Gets owned. Shiva, one of the best pressure junglers right now. Maybe the best. I'm not quite sure. I don't really play Shiva, but I think he seems like he's a super high pressure jungler right now with the CC he provides with a knockup. Odin versus Yorm. Yorm does pretty well in that matchup. Gonna have pressure, especially with the arrow build. Joe lane, already talked about it. They don't have pressure here. They're just gonna dice roll this purple buff. They do get it. Gray on the ground means it was secured by the red team. And they're not even gonna bother picking it up. Maybe he'll just wait to pick it up to refresh that duration. Make sure he has it for the next spawn. Yes, little things you can do. Interesting ward there in the lane by Mike to just watch the rotation coming in, I guess. Make sure it was only Aurora contesting. And purple buff was picked up by Panda. He grabbed it afterwards. Interesting. Leveling order. Maxing the 2. We'll see if he continues that. I don't know if... I would imagine Baron's a god where you could RAF it up, as it's known. I think I mentioned this in a previous video. Where you can, put points in multiple abilities. Where's he off to? He's away. Wait to pick up his green. Is that the fastest route? I guess so. Safest route. Didn't want to walk aggressively through the lane. So we'll just fast forward this a little bit. See what's going on. Nothing. They're getting zoned, but they don't mind. They wait for the full wave to be there so that the enemy team have to fight into a full wave if they want to commit with those level 5. That level 5 advantage that they have. I imagine this will be level 5 here for Mike and Panda off this wave. Ooh, yeah, just barely. I don't know if that's by design that they hit 5 there. If you get your own purple and get... they probably didn't get all the waves, the majority of, though, and still hit 5 on that wave at, you know, 4 minutes 15 or whatever. Not bad at all. Aurora has gone back to base and is going to mid. Let's see what Mike opts to do now. Does purple, rotates over, shares the big creep on reds. Baron, probably a god who you want to farm fairly greedily on. You want to get those early levels. Gonna struggle to do any damage because the Heart Ward on the other side for Aurora. I think Heart Ward's pretty good into supports like Baron. When you're going to be fighting in that mid trio especially. I mean, you're fighting into Toth, Baron, Ebo as the emoji. I think that's a pretty astute pickup by Aurora. I don't know if they milked the steeple there. They must have done. I think it was a full steeple versus an empty one. I wasn't really paying attention to the map though. But it looks like there was a big advantage gained. Let's have a look here. See what happens around mid. This is very slow. I know how to pick them, huh? But yeah, I've got some plans for the other ones I'm going to do. I think maybe one of Pagon's... I was looking at this set, and I was hopeful that Pagon had played something, you know, spicy and won, but he just played Toth 3 games. So people have wanted me to do a Pagon demo, and I would like to do a Pagon demo. Looks like they're going to be fine here. Was that Toth beads? No. Nothing used. Nice safe disengage here. It is a Spirit Robe first item, by the way, for Mike. Which is interesting. Gives you quite a lot of survivability into Iset and Shiva. You're gonna get that procced if you get gone on. So I think it's a nice pickup. It's not something we've seen really before this tournament as far as I can remember. Like the cloak start layers gets caught out on the left-hand side and goes down. Mike just hovering over, looking for something on Decisive. Presumably there's wards here. I don't see any wards on the map, which means... M? There we go. And now we see the wards. Gosh darn it. They really need to fix that, though. God, Spectre is so crap. Welcome to your next episode of Hazer watches a POV Smite game and complains. Looking for a pull-in is Mike, but gets ulted by Aurora. Trying to get out, but body blocked by creeps. Gets the heal onto himself. He's going to die here, no doubt. Just a little bit too aggressive there by the Dragons, looking for more plays on the solo side of the map where they're kind of feeling strong, but you know, you can't suck up the Yorm. Is it a good Baron pick? It was a last pick Baron, right? Last pick in this draft. They got the Odin 4th and the Baron 5th, so it's obviously something that Mike likes into the enemy comp. Why? I'm not sure. Final K. Oh yeah, I should probably go back to Mike. Final K picks up another kill into solo, so they've got a big advantage on the solo side of the map. The only place where they're kind of doing okay. Down 1 level support, 1 level ADC, 1 level mid. Probably not quite 1 level. Let's look at the graphs. Yeah, level 10 for Toth now. But 2k XP and 2k gold in the lead are the Titans. Oh, I've got the names on the wrong side. God, I'm fixing it. I'm fixing it. And I'm gonna hate myself. Titans. Dragons. Okay. 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 Free cam. Assisted. A. R. O. Okay. Wards. How do you normally have them? You have them like this, right? Sure, this seems fine. Surely nothing's going wrong. Everything seems fine. Oh. Anyway. What was I talking about? Who knows? I'm fast forwarding. Nothing's happening. I want to see how they team fight more than anything else. Also, this is coming up. Let's have a look at this. How does this happen? I'm not really sure. Mike's looking at it. He's like, oh no, they've E-settled it. No way I can get it. They totally screw up their bursts. And PBM got it with like a 90 damage one. Or something like that. I think it was Vivid Gaze that got it, his one. Let's have a look. How much damage is it doing? It is level 2 now. So putting a point into that over putting a point into the ult. I guess. It's level 2, so 130 base. Plus 70% of presumably like 0 magical power. Yeah. Just natural scaling. And I think Gold Fury does have some prots. I don't know the numbers off the top of my head. Why am I over here? Keep watching the guy you're supposed to be watching, Paul. Jeez. Anyway, let's watch PBM. He's farming. Nothing a whole lot to talk about so far. Gold Fury steal. I mean, it was a speculative play. Mike's probably like, they've got it. I'll try and steal it, I guess. Aurora currently milking the steeple. We'll get CC'd. Umoja, one of the better gods at milking. Now getting sucked up by PBM. 4 people around him, though, and now he's in trouble. Shell's early. Make sure he gets the value out of that. The passive on Shell these days, giving you that reduced basic attack damage. Layers will kill Panda Cat. And Titans are starting to sort of flex their, you know, their early game advantage. They went for the Gold Fury. They should really have grown this lead here. Even without gold, even with gold getting stolen, Titans are up a little bit. This lead should be a lot better if they'd converted on what they were supposed to convert on there. That should be their Gold Fury every day of the week. So right now, Mike, I guess, kept his team in this a little bit. I really like this mid lane push here. So it was a lot of aggression on the duo side of the map there from the Titans, and you're going to know that after that they want to go back, they want to get out, they want to reset and do their buffs. So mid tier 1's a good target to take, and they're going to go for Pyromancer as well. So really nice objective play if they get both. Looks like they will. Rotation came out the Jingwei there also. And they left the Toth in the long lane. That's super interesting. That's cool. Not really a PBM thing, but it's just a really smart macro play by the Dragons. You want your Jingwei to be around for that Pyromancer. Much more DPS and yeah, just much more DPS for the Pyromancer. Able to tank it up as well with full Devos. So nice call on that one. And it means that no Joe farm gets wasted. They lost no farm in getting the mid tier 1 and the Pyromancer. I wouldn't be surprised, in fact, if they're starting to, yeah, pretty much an even game at this point. Just through superior objective play. I mean, I think that, in all honesty, this is a pretty bad draft by the Dragons. They should probably be losing this game without getting to play. Looking for a roar. He will beads, and he gets pulled in anyway. Sucked up and will fall down. PBM credited with the kill. Fight going on. Let's maybe go third person. Oh, forget it. First person it is. Just looking to do damage over the wall. Keep his team healthy with the 2. Make sure they stay alive. Fine, okay. On a killing spree. He was the other one I considered watching in this, because Odin, I think, is a really interesting god to watch at comp level. Knock up immunity for fine, okay. He's just walking forward, holding that spear. Another good fight. That was, I think, a 2-for-1 in favor of the Dragons, unless I'm mistaken. So not bad. And again, look at the way they press their advantage. Fine, okay, between the towers. Looks like they're going to go for this T1, but they might not get it. They don't really have minions yet. Here come the archers, so they should get this now. And they back early, leaving their hunter and their mage to grab the tower. No fear on their lives. Okay. So now you're in a good spot. Baron at this stage in the game, strong, goes for a shield of regrowth, by the way. I was wondering, I saw this in, I think I saw this in the stats that were put out by Blues Ultra. I saw that there was one shield of regrowth bot in this slot, and it had 100% win rate. Spoilers. But yeah, also important to note, this is something that we've seen a lot from supports lately. When you go certain relics, you want to get them upgraded as quickly as possible. So this is not a particularly tanky build right now for PBM. Relying on Odin to frontline in a lot of team fights here, and relying on the artillery damage from his backline to be too scary so that he can't be the one who's the target. No beads for Mike, so he has to be very careful about getting CC'd by Paul on the east set. Oh, please don't tell me I said the other name earlier. I'm gonna get demonetized. Oh, my YouTube money. I need it. Anyway, 16 minutes into the game. PBM. I think a good game so far. We'll see this Gold Fury pull. Oni Fury, I should say. Round the back goes fine, okay. Looking for an engage onto Aurora again. This time Aurora gets a good ult pulled in, but PBM already low. Drops the Ankh, drops the Phantom Shell, becomes invisible for some reason. Inspect Air. Paul gets Peg on. Looks like PBM and co will just disengage here. The Umoja is going to heal up the Titans here, and it's a good decision to let this Gold Fury go. Maybe Mike could have stolen it, but he won't try with this one. Titans do get it. My team has destroyed the Gold Fury. Exciting times. Yeah, let's keep moving. Let's keep schmoving. Anything interesting? He'll probably go for a... what's the mask called again? Hang on. A Lono's mask? Next item. Lono's is just like the single most tanky item you can buy. That's just the truth of it. That's why mage supports, I think, are pretty favored right now. Why people like to play Eset and Nox and I guess Baron less so. Surely he doesn't steal this one. Surely he won't do it. I think Sam got it, but again, awful objective control by the Titans. Really nice contest, I guess, by the Dragons, but pretty piss poor by the Titans. A lot of this game has been, as I said, I feel like the Titans should probably, draft-wise, have won this game without the Dragons ever getting to play. I don't think this Dragons comp is very good into what they're against. They pick up another kill onto Salt. Salt seems like he kind of inted there. Maybe a little bit of a frustration play after some bad play around the objectives can happen. Anyway, I was talking about upgraded relics, I guess. Supports really... Oh, he actually won Relic Dagger. Interesting. Relic Dagger, upgraded relics, makes sense. Nice segue. Thanks, Mike. Upgraded relics on a lot of supports, depending on what you're going for. Super, super valuable to get them upgraded ASAP. Beads, not one which you're really going to do it on, but again... Aurora picks up a second relic and immediately spends that gold to upgrade that into a Bracer of Brilliance. Gonna give them some more objective control. We'll see if it makes the difference. I don't know if it was down for that last objective. It probably was. And yeah, I think Lono's Mask is a big part of why mage supports are so favored right now. Why we're seeing Nox, Eset, Baron. Could see some others. But yeah. Just gives you so much survivability compared to, you know, other tank items. Reduces your damage output, but on these gods, they're there to provide CC, you know? They're not there to do damage. Although your ranked teammates might disagree. I did play I did play Thor support earlier, and I went 11-0, and I bought Deathbringer at one point. We were just winning really hard. And I backed with like 3.5k. I was like, alright, I'll buy Malicious Deathbringer. That could be fun. But I got the dub, so... Technically, I surely didn't do anything wrong. Did your ult there? No, he just went into his 3. Looks like they caught somebody out on the left-hand side. PBM was just kind of making space. They found layers. He's going to dance his way out of there. And it's like everyone's watching. And they are. Yeah, it's an interesting one that he goes for the Baron here. I don't really understand... what makes the Baron particularly good here? Do they like it because you're able to secure a lot of 2s in this game? If you 3 like the Yorm, the Eset, the Emoji even, there's not a lot of recourse. There's not a lot of instant dodges for Baron 2. And Baron's value comes in hitting that 2 and giving your teammates health and MS and all that good stuff. PBM being careful here. Looks like they're going to let this fire go. Well, let's have a look at this fight. This is actually kind of why I wanted to do this demo, is how the Dragons execute this fight. So let's have a look at it. So the FG is going down. This time, Yemoja ult dropped, Eset ult. Paul, I don't really love Paul's positioning in this fight. Let's see what they... Oh, they're not going to come out, actually. They're going to take the fight. It looks like the Yemoja ult, they force them all back out this way. They separate Mike from the rest of his team, meaning he can't Phantom Shell them effectively, which is pretty nice. The well-positioned ult. Toth ult used. Fine, okay, looking for more. Sook. Good Eset ult. Controls the space which Mike wants to use. They use the Odin ult to make sure they survive. Salt somehow still alive here. I think he got a good Aegis. Just about lives. Let's look at the health here. Situation. Salt probably needs to back. Has his heroic teleport. Teleport is up for Fino as well, who probably needs to back. Layers can probably get healed up. Has the Chad shield to help with Aurora's healing. So let's see how they do this. Oh, Cyclone Spin running about with Feeble Frank there. Feeble? Does that... I don't know. You haven't been watching the stream. Snoopy and I have been coming up with any size-related adjective plus name tends to work for the name of the Something Scepter? Aganeb Scepter? I don't know. Who knows? Who cares? Dragons get the Primal Fury. My team. My team has destroyed the Pyromancer, the Titans this time. Also my team, apparently. Man. Feels good, man. FG fight coming up. Important things to note: how this Ankh is used. Really, really strong Ankh game into, you know, the core on the other side. Shiva, Isa, and Yamoja all want to be abusing healing, using healing. Why have I switched POV? We're still watching PBM. See if this fight ever starts. Wandering about. How's the ward vision looking? I can't really see too many players on the map, but it looks like red wards are mostly defensive. There's not many topside. So they lack vision topside. They probably don't have vision in the pit. Salt setting up some pulls to make it annoying to walk through to him. FG pulled. Let's have a look at what they're doing here. Gets a good 2 onto Salt. FG will be reset. Looks like the fans are just watching, waiting, trying to set something nice up. That carpet placement's really nice there from Sam. This is all very interesting team micro play, I guess. Team work that you wouldn't get in a ranked game. Like, nobody's using their Hebo carpet to let their support walk into FG more safely in a ranked game. You can see the little things that make the difference here. Ward on the top of the pit by Pagon. I keep wanting to say Pagon, but I need to stop. I need to just say people's names properly. I'm trying. Am I trying? Maybe. This team fight's going on for a while, huh? This FG at this time in games in Smite generally decide the game 25 minutes in, unless it's like the Oni Warriors, in which case we're going to like 45 minutes probably. The good old days. Nice damage onto Aurora. Really great engage onto Aurora. They cage him out. No way out. Gets taken down. Final K credited with the kill. Just a nice pick off there by the Dragons. Can they do anything off of it? I'm not sure that they can do FG only off killing 1. Seems to me like they cannot. They need to poke more with Toth damage and stuff like that. As Seer of the Jungle, by the way, for Paul, which is cool. And Protector for Layers. It's interesting. Would have probably gone the other way if it were me. Oh, Mike gets knocked up, gets the Spirit Robe procced by the Fire Giant, which is pretty noob. Oh, Pagon gets caught. He's surely gonna die. Snipes come through from Cyclone. Shell is late from Mike. Ebo ult used. Surely Sam gonna die as well. And that should be the Fire Giant for the Titans. They're gonna be 5v3 for 40 seconds or so. Let's see what happens. Good vision right now. That's one thing that, I mean, I guess it could be a symptom of playing with Baron and having Baron's Brew. Probably would have liked to see one of these 3 sell their Baron's Brew off at this point in the game. I mean, sustain's worth something, but the lack of vision's got to be real annoying. Final K, very, very tanky. Will manage to survive the engage. Drops the cage, gets out of there. Well played. Fire should be free here for the Titans. And let's see how the Dragons opt to play around this. Again, you saw, by the way, another team fight went by without the Ankh getting used. Mike may be struggling to get in position to get it used. Gets engaged on, but so tanky. Even without a Lonos. I was really expecting a Lonos this game. I didn't study the game properly before I watched it. But I would have expected a Lonos mask. I guess not today. They're going to split. Base race, perhaps. And looks like the Titans get kind of scared by the base race. They've got FG on 5. They didn't pick up a tier 2. They just got kind of outmaneuvered there by the Dragons. Just smart map play. Has been what's been going on in this game in general. The Titans have been getting outmaneuvered by the Dragons. PBM holding that wave for his mid laner. He is working on a Lotus Crown. Pyro went down, so did Gold Fury. Pyro for the Dragons, Gold for Titans, and now they are going to have to defend. See what they do. Ram snipe straight away. I don't know. We'll see. Not my favorite thing to see in a team fight. Good E-set ult. Really good defensive E-set ult and Umoja ult there. Ankh this time does connect from Mike. Surely this Phoenix is going to go. No. Final K got a great cage to stop the damage on the Phoenix. And then Pan the Cat kills Layers. Really nice fight. Poor fight, in my opinion, by the Titans. They rushed it. But I guess their FG probably falling off relatively. Not really. They seem to have rushed that engage slightly. They're like, we'll just ram snipe and we'll go. And it didn't seem like they executed it all that well. I did consider watching Final K for this, and it does look like he's having a very good game on this Odin, by the way. I think he got banned out for the rest of the set, unless I'm mistaken. But FG, more or less, is a wash. Not much of an FG power play, was it? They got gold for Pyro, and they traded tier 2s. Is what happened with their FG. It's pretty poorly executed by the Titans. This is just turning into a rag on Titans video. I'm sorry, Titans players. But it is your fault. Just play better, forehead. Stay of the game. Oh, it wasn't Lotus, it was a Jade. I guess percent. Jade Emperor's Crown is inherently... It's an item that's built early in games normally by solo laners, but it's inherently like a better item later on because it's percent reduction of power. So later in the game, the more power you're reducing engage by fine. Okay, Blink Cage. Looks like he was maybe just trying to bait something out there, like a Phantom Shell. Is there a Phantom Shell on the other side? There is not, so I don't know what he was doing. And it looks like it didn't work. So we'll see what happens now. No cage on Final K. I'm actually going to check. What number is he? Number 5? F1? 26 seconds. Not long. Number 8? Okay, we're back. Look at that. Spectating. He's a champion. Not a world champion, no. Didn't get that. God. I burned myself. FG down to half. They're going to commit on this. This is the fight I wanted to look at. So here you go. Look at Mike's positioning. He's looking at it. He's looking at it. He's like, okay, they dropped the E-cell. I'm going to ank them. I'm going to get in there. Aurora, another support getting knocked up by FG. I don't know if the Umoja ult wasn't available or was just used extremely late. I have to go back. I have to go back. This is a winning fight. Aurora had ult, right? Why did he not ult? What the heck? So, I mean, if you just place your ult properly here, when you're committing to fire, they can't chase you. You can't, like, Mike's not going to be able to phantom everybody because they're not all stacked on top of him. So they can't all chase you through this gap if you Umoja ult properly. Looks like this is some pretty piss poor play by the Titans. A bad fight on the objective. So this moment here, FG's down to half. There's a few things you can do. You can choose to fight or you can choose to commit on the objective. It looks like they want to... Cyclones walking forwards, he's DPSing, and then they drop this E-set ult. So at this point, Aurora could be looking to... He shouldn't be standing here, I don't think. He should be ulting across this pit, giving his team a route out back this way. There's no way if we go back like this. If they have a good Umoja ult here... What the heck? This is going to be a great fight. This is so close to a really nice play by the Titans, but instead, can we press play? Instead, gets stuck on the front side of the objective, gets hit by the root from PBM, gets hit by the knockup by fire, still hasn't ulted at this point, has been anked, so is taking increased damage, 20% more damage. How many people got anked? It looks like maybe just Aurora. But anyway, stuck in the wrong neighborhood. SOT going around the back, but now he's in trouble as well. The cage splits the fight perfectly. Difference in the use of the walls there. The Odin walls are used perfectly. The Umoja walls are not. They pick up 2 kills at the start of the fight, and now they chase through. DR there, by the way. I think it was a 0.4 second CC onto PBM. Does have the Spirit Robe. CCR as well. Does this have CCR? It does, yeah. anyway. My dad's asking me what I want for my birthday. Don't know. I don't know any ideas about what I want for my birthday. Maybe put them in the comments down below. But FG was secured there by the Titans, but they'll have it on 3. They lose a tier 2 tower. We'll see what they can do with it in the end. Maybe they can still make a play with this if they wait around. So we'll see what Mike and co opt to do. I've not fast forwarded very well, have I? 34 minutes into the game and it's a 30-minute video already. Only Fury for Titans. Look at the graphs. Not really mattering that much, but 5k gold still. Levels for supports both 20, so it's nothing that really matters. And it is finally the Lono's mask. It does come through. Maxing out the CCR. Let's see how they defend this. Are they going to start with the Ram Snipe? I wonder if they feel like they don't have a good engage here. I don't know. I think they're, yeah. They're trying to connect onto PBM, but he's playing pretty savvily here. Playing safe. He knows he's the target. They should really go for. Aurora tries to 3 out of there. Has to beads and walk away just off of the Baron ult. Maybe that's why he picks this, because he likes the matchup into the Emoja. Ram Snipe's used to engage again, do basically nothing. And here comes Fine OK with a good engage onto Salt. Salt is kind of melting in every team fight. Will manage to get his ult off at least. Umoja ult doesn't really trap anybody. Good ult out by the Jing. PBM just trying to kind of make sure he's keeping his backline alive while still being between his backline and the enemy backline. So a lot of that was about positioning, and eventually they take down Paul. I know. Chasing forward. I don't think they'll kill anybody else here. I think the Umoja 3 should be enough to get them all out of here. Very good character for disengaging comp, Umoja. Again, why she shines a lot more at the comp level than she does even in even the best players playing her in ranked. So powerful. Ooh, an ambush, huh? See, again, I've mentioned this before, using the map geometry. You can stand around corners and look around them. Something that you'll see comp players do a lot. You should bring it into your own play. PBM just going to back. Get himself a pot for the CDR more than anything else. Titans get Pyro. Well, let's see if the Titans can get fire here. Here we go. Posturing around fire. Surely this is the last team fight. Surely. I said earlier on 25 minutes. FG's at this time normally decide the game. Shows how well I watched this earlier, huh? I'm tired. I'm jet lagged from my, you know, journey from the same time zone to here. Let's see the positioning again. They drop the E-cell. Okay, same team fight. Aurora in the exact same place. No. Aurora has Umoja. Aurora's using his 3. What is happening? They all get anked. They all get the fire this time. Salt on the front side already low. Let's zoom out here. Ank, so 20% increased damage on probably everybody. Definitely on these two. You can see it. I can't see it. I can see it on Paul. Sorry for the noise. I don't know what that is. We'll move on. But I can't see it on Cyclone. But anyway, 20% increased damage on everybody on your team is probably worth more than the FG, especially when you've used abilities to confirm it. So they've used E-Settle. They've used a little bit of Omi, but Aurora still has a lot. They've probably used Spirit Ball. And SOT's down to half HP. So let's see how this fight plays out. Aurora's soaked in. Does get his ult off, but again, an ineffectual one. And this fight looks fantastic now for the Dragons. They chase forward. Beads on Aurora. He's running. He's running. And they're chasing. Big ult by Sam. They're just running him down here. Nothing left to fight with. No way of turning this around. They've tried to just commit on the objective and take it. But yeah, I think these XG fights actually, I mean, it's not, doesn't feel, I apologize, it doesn't feel good to be saying it, but I think it comes down to some misplays on the Fire Giant, some misunderstandings on how they should play those fights, I think, from the Titans, and particularly Aurora's Umoja. I did not like the fact that he was just kind of holding on to that Emojo. Maybe there's something I don't understand there. Did a Cyclone accidentally go forward there? I'm not sure. But anyway, 3-1 and 10 for PBM. The Dragons win a game, which they should not have won, in my opinion. Some great Odin ults there by Final K. Some good Baron play to punish the Emoji pick at times here by PBM, and a lot of good twos in team fights to give his team the MS to survive. We'll have a quick look at the post-game stats, and I can wrap this one up. A bloody 35-minute video. I've got a message from Soggy Center. What's he saying? I'll reply to that later. Everybody pinged the map, I think. I like to have a quick look and make sure everybody's pinged the map at some stage in the game. You can check it if you want. Stats-wise, 37.7 thousand damage from Panda Cat. Really able to just wail on Solower Troll, in particular, in this game. Aurora 28 wards, by the way above everybody else. 22 for Mike, so not too far off, but having the Baron's Brew. Did they finish the game with the Baron's Brew on 3? I can't see, sadly. Should have really checked that. But maybe some of them should have been selling off that Baron's Brew to get some more vision around the Fire Giant. But what do I know? They won the fights anyway. Great play by Fino K in that game. Pegon actually pretty quiet, considering his Toth in a... how long was this game? It doesn't say. Why does it... What? Anyway, in a long game. I could work it out from the GPM and the total gold, but I'm not going to do that. Pretty quiet game from Pegon in this one, but played safe, played well. I think his one kill of the game was right at the end. Sam, 22k damage again, not crazy. Most of the damage coming through Panda Cat. Not a high damage game in general, to be fair, just Panda. Way on up there. 10k player healing from Aurora, 7k from Mike. Not too bad, especially considering Lono's Mask does reduce your healing done. Treats it like damage, essentially. If you didn't know that, now you do. Anyway, that's it. That's enough talking. My bed's slightly a mess. I'm going to get out of here, go to the pub quiz, and yeah, I'll probably try and record another one of these tonight, tomorrow, sometime. I'm going to try and do a good few of these this week. And then we'll do power rankings this weekend, probably. I don't know. Let me know if there's any games in particular that you really want to see done. If there's any that I haven't watched yet that you think would be fantastic. I was thinking about doing Pegon Uller, but other than that, I haven't really considered. I'll probably do some Bolts ones. Maybe an Oni Warriors one. They did win like one. No, yeah, they won the second set, right? Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody, and I'll like, comment, subscribe. See you next time. Bye.